G'day guys, my name's Josh, you can call me JaWoodle, and welcome back to 7 Days. Welcome back to the full release update 1.0, where I am back in JaWoodle Park, my base building and testing world that's only half loaded at the moment. There's more bases out there, I promise ya. But I've come back because it's something that I need to revisit from a little while ago, back in like Alpha 19. I want to make a water base, and with some of the new POIs, I feel like that's more appealing than ever. The reason that, for me, it is so appealing and so tempting now is because of things like this. I don't want to call it a POI, it's just kind of like the entryway to town, and a pretty common one as well. There's now more lakes and ponds on the map than there's ever been before. Look, like every town has this lake, this one's got 2 of them, this lake with a broken bridge leading into it. So I wanted to make a base on the bridge. It'd be really cool to be like a troll and have your base at the end of one of these broken bridges or in the gap. But to do something like that, I need to know how the zombies are going to react in the water and if anything's changed. And with all their new pathfinding and AI stuff, I'm hoping there's something special there. So that's the dream, that's the plan. I'm going to go build myself my own personal pool and drop some zombies into it to see how they go. Because look, imagine how cool this would be. Imagine how cool this would be for this to be your house. I want to do that. In the past, back in Alpha 19 or 18, or actually I've done this a couple of times over the various alphas, it's never really worked, which is why I'm hoping there's something good about it this time around. When I've tested water bases before, it's just been a killing corridor with like a basin with a sink, a bathtub underneath. The zombies all need a bath, they stink to high heaven, so I'm doing them a favor. So I reckon just the same thing again. We're gonna build like a little like tester platform to drop them into a pool and see how they react. And hopefully at various heights as well. What's the minimum that I can drop them into? Because it's gotta be 15 blocks. A bridge basis isn't gonna work. I've built myself a little trough. I've got various heights of pillars for me to stand on and lure some zombies in. And now, I mean, I'm not a monster actually, so I do need to go and actually put some ladders in. If I learned anything from The Sims, it's that always build a ladder if you don't want things to just sit there and pout until they die of, well, sadness and getting their fingers way too pruny. There we go, ladders on both sides. So fill that with water, zombies go in from various heights. I mean, I can change the height of the water as well if I need to, but I'm not really concerned about that, just about how far they go before they hit the top surface. I think that's going to be more critical than the actual depth of the water. As long as they don't hit the bottom, it should be fine. Right? Although, applying logic to 7 days never really works out well for me. Let's get some water. I mean, look, I don't mean to toot my own horn or pat myself on the back, but that looks pretty bloody good. That looks pretty bloody good. That looks so refreshing for the desert air. Nice level water. It's nice and deep as well. It did take me like, what, 320 blocks of water to get it to feel nice and level, but I probably wasn't doing it super efficiently. You could probably do it better than that. If you wanted to run Jack and Jill and get a whole bunch of pails of water into it, you probably could, but that's why building on top of a lake, an already existing body of water, is so exciting. But I have that. I'm really hoping this will work the way that it kind of should. You know, if you drop the zombies in the water, a nice soft landing, they shouldn't go into destroy everything mode. And all I need to do to test that is just not use water. Nope, that's fine. The new water physics mean just fills the bathtub more anyway. Just gonna build a path out to the other side. I'll attach it to the ground over here. I'll just build a simple zombie dropper to get him into the water somewhere around there. And then we can see exactly how it's going to work. I've even numbered up the distance they're falling from the top of the platform here to the surface of the water. I went and double checked the bridge. The bridge is 5. So from the surface of the roadway to the surface of the fluids, this is the one that the bridge is on. So 1 below, and we can go up from there. And the reason this is going to work is because they can only get to me by coming across that way. In fact, I can probably even build some walls between them. I mean, they're all the same thing. They're all the same thing anyway. It should hopefully work. Let's get a couple of Arlenes out to come and test it. We'll start with number 4. A little bit lower than all the bridges. This is where the science happens. Arlene, you want to come give this a gander for me, please? No, you get off them. Can you go the way that I designed for you, please? Alright, I might have built it badly. I really thought it would work. I just kind of slapped it together and just assumed it would happen. Go. There you go. You clobbered me a little bit, but you fell... Ooh, you fell into the water. Alright, this... That's not quite what I had in mind. Alright, well they're kind of going now. Old mate spiders in 7 pieces, and you're actually in destroying everything mode. I don't have the right keyboard. I've got my 70%. I need my other one. I need my other one to turn on their stats, but okay. All right, at least they're running properly now. That was interesting. All right, I've made some changes. I've plugged in my proper normal keyboard with the numpad and stuff, all the functions that I need. I'm not sold on the 70%er. I get that it's a thing, but it just like, I don't know, it just feels weird. I don't think it's for me, personal preference kind of thing. But I've also, speaking of personal preferences, made the stereotypical zombie dropper, the upside down wedge 60s. I was trying to see if there was another way to do it that looked a bit more, just not like a giant shark fin, but wasn't gonna work. That's all we're here to test. We're here to test Arlene. Get a couple of you. There we go. Turn on your brains. You're all going different ways, but that's alright, because I'm most curious. I think we can test 4, 5, and 6 all at the same time. Nice. Okay, how are we looking? Approach. You're in destroy area. So you came off number 5, and you're in destroy area. You're still fine. I'm very curious though, at what point did you hit destroy area? Was it when you hit the bottom? Because it actually sinks pretty quick. Or was it when you hit the, when you hit the water? Although even in destroy area though, there we go. You didn't want to touch anything. You didn't want to do a sausage until you got out of the fluids. Okay. So Arlene doesn't want to be wet. All right, fair enough. Can't really say that I blame her. In fact, we're going to just keep running this. Keep running this. And see who goes into destroy area mode and at what point. Oh, hold the phone. You're in destroy area mode. I was about to say, I've been watching this rather disgusting ballet for a little while and just checking what they do when they hit the water. And at some point, you've gone destroy area mode, but you didn't do it when you hit the drink. Okay, so it must be when they hit the bottom. It must be when they hit the bottom, which means the next question is, how far do they sink? Are they always going to hit the bottom? Like, is there a point where they're going to be slowed down enough that they are going to stop mid-depth and not clip the deck? You're not going up a different ladder, so you just decided you don't want to test this shit for me anymore. Oh, look, you've gone too. Destroy area has passed, so you got pissed off because you fell down and hit the ground. Is it just... I wish I was watching. There's only 5 zombies to keep track of, and I missed 2 of them. Damn it. I actually think it's something different. I actually think they're trying to get up and out the ladder, and something on the ladder changes their mind. They're happy climbing up and out, and then halfway up, some of them decide they want to beat... Yeah, right there. Right there. Halfway through, you decided, yeah, nah, champion, you're gonna break shit instead, like you see a Limp Bizkit. Can I get another one? Can I get another one to do it? Because whereabouts are you changing your mind? You're still happy, you're still going. I saw it. It was right there. So it's not actually the water at all. it's the ladder. It's the escape route out of the pool. Right there! You sack of shit! I built you a specific ladder just for you and you're not happy about it. Okay, so it's not actually the water at all. So if I change the ladder to be like a stairway or something, because something there's gone a bit skewy, if I change that, will that work a little bit better? Interesting. I almost gave up hope there for a second. I was like, oh no, look, they're still beating on shit. It doesn't work, but something about that's the problem. Okay, I can deal with that. I've changed their escape. I now have a nice set of stairs going up and out. So even a zombie could figure that shit out. We'll go back to where I was, get another couple of Arlenes out here and see how they play. Come on, straight up you go. One at a time, please. Gotta be safe around the pool. I'd say no running, but I don't think any brain injury is gonna be particularly bad for you. So you can go all the way down. In fact, I might just let you run. I'll let you run and to see if any of them go destroy everything mode. I am a bit concerned some of them land on like the zombie that preceded its head. Landing on a zombie face will set destroy everything mode, but so far, so good. They all fall in, they're all happy, going back up the stairs again. If that's the only change I need to make, if stairs fixes and ladders are bad, then I'll get rid of those ladders over there too, but it's looking pretty good so far. So far, no issues. This is like putting me into a trance. It's like I'm watching Hypnotoad or something. Just watching the Arlenes run the cycle forever. No dramas, no issues, no worries at all. None of them have gone to destroy everything mode yet. Which means, I mean, at some point, like, the chances aren't that low that at some point one of these zombies should decide to beat on shit. Even like getting unlucky and landing on another zombie's head and shortening that drop or landing dry would have happened by now. Yes, with like a bigger horde, it probably would, but you can build for that. It's more the mechanic that I'm curious about, and I think this kind of solves the thing, doesn't it? They're just gonna run this. This should just be a screensaver. Just this. Just forever. Zombies just running forever. Okay. Well, I'm pretty happy with that, I think. Thank you, Arlene. You can now go. So, that kind of answers the first question of how far can they fall into water, but before they hit the water to avoid destroying everything. And the answer is, well, 4. It could be less, but I mean, you would never really build on sea level, but I guess we can test that too. But now I'm curious about how, like how deep the water needs to be. Could it be 1 block? Could it be 2? Does it have to be however many this is? How far are you actually? From you to the bottom, you're 5 blocks deep. And they are hitting the bottom. So, okay. Yeah, how deep does the pool need to be? Trying to test something that's only 1 block high is difficult just to try and keep the zombies pathing the way you want them to. Gonna build a little concrete wall on the back. Okay, I've got a little coffin for me to stand in. I'll just put like a couple of droppers underneath the main ones just to see how they're gonna go. Can I squeeze through there? They should be able to. I'll just open up some more space. Open up some more space for you because I know you're gonna whine and whinge about it. There you go, bags of room for you. All right, I'ls, come give this a go. Give this a go. Straight on up, straight on over, and straight into the drink. Perfect. Nah, there we go, destroy area. Immediately. Right off the bat, destroy area. I'm pretty sure it's because they landed on the face of the one underneath them. I'll give it one more go, but if 1 block doesn't work, that's no real downside. That's just fine. That's just normal. You shouldn't be building a horde base 1 block up anyway. That's asking for disaster. The very first one. The very first one hit the water and went into destroy area. So that's a red hot yeah, nah on that one. Thank you very much. The 2 block one did exactly the same. The very first Arlene in went destroy area, so that's a bust. We'll try the next one then. Just put my body, yeah, right about there. Perfect. And we'll go another couple more. If this doesn't work, then I guess I just stumble across the magic number immediately. Oh, this looks a bit more promising. They're definitely falling a bit smoother. Nah. Destroy area. Okay. So, now we know. 4 is the minimum. The bridges are 5, so we're all good then. There you go. See? Data. Science. Results. So now I guess I just got to start building up the bottom of the pool to see how far they need to go. So we've got 4 block drop to the top. So let's just like we'll go 1 by 1, I guess, and see what the minimums are. As long as you know what the minimum is, then we can work from there. That should be directly under the dropper, and it is. Nice. Well, we're going to have to sacrifice some more Arlene's for the greater good. The greater good. Oh. She was like that when I got here, I swear. I'll give myself an extra one because I like the number 5. They're all going down. They're all reasonably happy and making their way back out again. You bopped off the bottom nicely. All right. Test 1 completes. Maybe it only needs to be 1 deep. We'll find out. Let's go super speed and see. Oh. What are you doing? I didn't get there fast enough. You forgot about it in time, but she was definitely beating on shit where she shouldn't have been. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Destroy area. So did I just ask my way into the... Because that when it was 4 blocks down and then 5 blocks in the water, none of them, after all that time, none of them went to destroy area mode. And now I've had potentially 2 in not an awful lot amount of time. I'll quickly replace that zombie that I killed and just see how long it takes for the next one to go into, because potentially this is going to give us the answer. So what, 5 blocks deep, 4 blocks down. Oh, there it is. There it is. I reckon so. So, okay, so that's not deep enough. And that is the 4 blocks to the surface and 4 blocks down from where I'm standing to the surface. In fact, how far actually is that? So 8, so 9 blocks total, the first 4 being air. Okay. That's the answer. I built all the rest of these for absolutely nothing, but just because I want to, I'm going to run the biggest one. Everyone wants to jump off the tallest diving board after all. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. We got ourselves the numbers. With the larger dropper and the larger run back to the stairs, I can run even more zombies than I had before, and they're fine. They're fine. They're just cruising. I am concerned about how many zombies are going into the pool at once and the lack of area for them to fall into without falling on another zombie. So I feel like deeper will always be better, especially given that I've built the pool with 1 block tolerance. 5 blocks down is good, but 4 blocks down isn't enough. But yeah, that's good. That's good. All right, thank you, Ali. We've had our fun. I've had my enjoyment running around ragged like a bloody guinea pig. All right, so there we go. That's the science of it. Let's go build ourselves a bridge base. Let's go get our troll life on. I've just cleaned up the end of the bridge a little bit, so at least I'm building directly above the pylons. There's a bit of an overhang there, which is just going to cause me issues later. But most importantly, so you to them is actually 6 blocks. I thought it was 5. I might have measured wrong. Oh no, I've gone 1 block too far. So it was 5. Beautiful. And then how far down are you to the base of that pylon? 12 blocks. 12 bloody blocks. In fact, you might even just go through and get rid of like all this rubble down here. It's relatively weak stuff. Just a regular pickaxe should do it. I mean, yeah, it's a tier 6, but 1 shot on you. They're only like 100 or so health each, I think. 200. Barely even a sniffle would get you out of the way. So you can get rid of you. That's just more rubble, so we're fine. The more of this you clear out too, the more space you have. Oh. I broke something. Guys, I broke the world a bit. In fact, you know what'd be even cooler? You know what'd be even cooler? We can use some of the things that we've learned elsewhere. Make some more space out of you. There's these gaps here, right? And I guess there's some poles underneath. Are you particularly strong? I wouldn't think so. Only 1,000 on you. What about the pole underneath then? Is there even anything down here? No, it's just the girder. And that's what? 5,000. All right, so not too bad. You probably will be building this on day 1 anyway. But if you just cleared out a bunch of this space, this is where you could drop the zombies down. Because look, you've got this nice, rather than building off the edge, you've got a pylon here and a pylon here. So you could really, yeah, you could build something cool. All right, I've got an idea. Hang on a second. I've just gotten carried away a little bit because of course I have. But because it's all like stabilized on these pylons down here, that's all the way down to bedrock, you've got structural stability for days out here, and all I've done is just broken away a part of the front of the bridge here, taking advantage of the 6-meter arches. Wait, what is it actually called again? I've forgotten now. I've had drawn a mental blank. The 6-meter O2s. 6-meter ramp O2s. Those ones, because the zombies can't jump over these. This is like a permanent wall they can't get across. You can even complete the bridge over here. You can even put another drawbridge out this side and complete that way. So have a drive-through or living in Horde base, but that's a powered drawbridge. So they're just going to see that as a path and fall off anyway. And you can build whatever you want. You can build a nice little tower up here. And in fact, I'm going to continue this and build a Horde section, but it's so simple. Once you know what like the rules you got to build by, everything gets easier. I'm taking the genuine piss now. I'm taking the absolute P155. I'll put down some scaff ladders down below so that I can, it's a concrete windows somehow, so that I can see down and watch the zombies fall to their whatever graves, I suppose. They're temporary watery graves. We'll put some windows on top so I have a smoother way to walk around. This might be my new favorite way to build a base. This might be my new favorite way. There's so many possibilities. Look at that. Look how good that is. All right, I'm going to put a roof on this thing and we'll run some zombies with it to make sure it all works the way that I want it to. But massive amounts of water down there, a path they can't cross because the drawbridges are cracked, and just look at it. Just look how nice this would be. Look at that. Look how good that looks. Look how good that looks. I've just chucked a motion sensor on the front, so when I cruise up on my motorcycle, it goes, "G'day, champion," opens the door for me perfectly. I mean, that's why I kind of want to build another drawbridge out that way. Just make like a drive-through base. That's now closed. Oh, that's not closed behind me. I forgot I was in God mode. I can go up here and furnish the place at some point. It's a bit bare bones for now. But more importantly, I want to see what happens if I go into Horde night. Now, importantly with this, because I'm in the middle of the lake, the closest land for them to spawn is either on the bridge over here, which I don't think they're going to do. Yeah, there we go. And straight off the side. So they're just going to spawn on the closest landmass, which is over there. We know that from Alpha 19, I think. Those guys are going for a swim for no reason. I'll probably turn around and go back the other way in a moment. But you guys are happily running off the edge. Beautiful. No one's in destroying anything mode. Ooh, you're all destroying area mode. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I built something wrong. I built it wrong. Okay, hang on. I did all of that. I did all of that assuming it to be correct. Got to the end of it and yeah, nah. There's some weird things happening with the zombie spawns. There's zombies spawning like, I don't know, 2 meters above the water and then just dropping in. See, just like that. Just like that. You see that guy? He spawned in and then dropped immediately in, just like plunged in like he's dipping his toes. I've never seen that before. I've never seen them go about it like that. But I realized my problem was I forgot how far away the bank was from where they're actually dropping. Just like we learned in the cliff bases and several other bases, if it's too far away, they'll just decide that I don't want to run that far, just like me. The snack cupboard's too far away from my desk, so I don't want to go there. That's how I avoid it. But they decide to beat on shit unless there's a stairway that I've now built for them. So they're all running up here. They're all looking good. I've also put in just some droppers on the sides just to try and make sure I'm alleviating any chance of them deciding that the drawbridge isn't good enough for them, because it is a very strong block, 10,000 HP. So we're going to run through them. I've also gotten rid of the other side of the bridge to really channel them where I want them to be. Just give you some extra room to build on. So look, they're all coming back up again. They're taking the stairs that I built for them. They're all running up, happy as a daisy. I assume daisies are happy. Happy as a sunflower. They're the happiest flower. Look at that. Look at that. How good. They're all cruising around. Horde Night's done. They are starting to land on the heads of zombies that came before them, though, which is a little bit concerning. I guess you could make it deeper to avoid that, but there's just too many. There's just so many down there, and they're swimming all happily like that. That's all good. Look at them go. Look at them. Just running the loop for me as always. There's no zombies down here beating on anything. Everyone looks nice and happy. They're all just going for a cheeky dip wherever they want to. I'm getting involved with that a bit, but that's okay. That's what the scaffolders are there for. I just carved out a little bit of a notch on either side of the pillars here to stop them getting caught up on it and move the lanterns. But they're all moving happily. They're all moving very bloody happily. So there you go. So the water does actually do something now. It's got to be the right amount of water. You can't just like chuck them into a puddle and hope it's going to work out like a rubber ducky. But if you get enough water like these lakes and you build on top of these bridges, you can make a very viable base. This is just like stuck together too. Like you can make something so much better than whatever contraption I've made. You've got room to build, room to expand. I like that. I like that a lot. Not quite, I mean, you could build it to be AFK if you really wanted to avoid the cop up completely. Dogs and direwolves and stuff will do all the same stuff. Get a couple of zombie bears out there and a couple of direwolves. In fact, I should have tested that back in the other part, but as long as you guys fall off the side. There you go. As long as you fall off the side, you don't start beating on shits. Approach, approach. You're doing the same thing as well. Yeah, it's all the same AI. It's all the same AI. It all works the same bloody way. But I'm going to have to leave this episode here. Water droppers now work. That is peachy bloody keen. We'll have to come back and I've got some other things in mind actually. There's already some things I want to go and build because there's other ways I reckon I can break this game that should be a whole lot of fun. We'll have to break this game and have more fun in another episode because this episode is done. So thank you guys for watching. Most of all, thank you to the patrons of Patreon who made this episode possible. If you liked, make sure you hit the like button down below and subscribe to this channel. Follow me on Twitter, but don't talk to you there first. I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good one.